of the worst ideologies that seems to be spread in the West as we go to university, as we get taught, as we have these critical minds, which is good in some sense, but really bad in the other, is that it's taught with a void of God. When you go to university, your teachers won't teach you from a lens of God. They'll teach you to be critical about everything. They'll tell you that you're a free individual, living in the land of the free, that you should be able to speak what you want, say what you want, act how you want. If you leave God out of that equation, and you nurture a child for 10, 15 years in the educational system, telling them to question everything, not to submit to anything, by the time this child is 20, now when they hear that they have to submit to God in laws that don't make sense to them, it's going to be very difficult. And that is the problem of having a system which is void of God. It's probably one of the reasons why having a Muslim school is so highly emphasized. That in so much as we will place emphasis on religion, when it's salah time, we'll break for salah. When it's time to break our fast, we'll break our fast. When it's time, for example, to come to school and have a segregation between genders, we'll enact the segregation between genders. When we say you should be free, there should be equality between man and woman. But when it comes to prayer time and there's women in the congregation, then we have clear instruction. The they should stand behind and the men should stay in front. This is not inequality in the eyes of God. This is equality in the eyes of God. This is justice and modesty and haya in the eyes of God. Why do you think that in the outside world, when you look at how commodities are sold, that women are thrown on commodities in such a vulgar fashion to sell a piece of metal, to sell a phone, to sell a car, to sell a hamburger, whatever it is? Why is it that there is no haya left in society? Because all of a sudden God has become void in this society. We should be free to do what we want. With that mentality, brothers and sisters, it's impossible to nurture a child who is then told that God wants you to circumambulate the Kaaba with your left shoulder. That if you have a doubt before the fourth circumambulation, then you have to break it, start again. If your wudu breaks, you have to start again. That individual will not understand. So what if it's before the fourth? I'll just go, I'll do wudu and I'll come back and I'll continue. Have you tried to do wudu? If your wudu breaks in the middle of tawaf, do you understand how difficult it is that I have to leave and have to go and it might take me half an hour to come back?